All right, everyone, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to do not just our first unboxing, but also kind of a blind look through with someone who is pretty new to these things. We're going to have a guest on here, my wife, who's got an interest in doing voice-related recording things and has some experience. She's done like some public library reading news things, so had some experience actually setting this stuff up, but not like in our house like what we're wanting to try to do. This would have been like a really great thing to have been able to have at that time. So this is the M-Caster Studio by Mackie, and I'm actually using an SM58 for my microphone. She's going to be using the AT2020. Go ahead and say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. Explain what we have here. What do you know about it that I have told you so far?
That you've told me so far?
Yes.
That it does
Who's it good for?
good for people who are recording voice stuff.
Yeah. Probably not good for like studio, like guitar tracking or things. But let's go ahead and flip the box around. What's it look like? Let's show people what the box looks like.
Let's see.
There's the back. Kind of move it up just a little bit here.
Oh, okay.
Well, like down on the table, but let's center it because I'm looking at the camera.
I gotcha.
There. Good. Yeah, so we've got kind of like a little bit of a layout of what the controls are going to look like here. A little view of the ports and things. And we're going to open this thing up and flip it around and look at it here too.
Yep.
Does it have any QR codes or something on maybe the sides of it?
It does, actually.
Okay. So it's got that.
Right there.
Talks about what's in the box. So we're going to see a USB cable, power supply, quick start guide. Anything else on any of the other sides of the box?
Let's see. LA Stream Mixer, Stream FX. So we have some sound effects. Huh?
Delicious sound bites, it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. And let's see.
Want to punch up your vocals to get the hype train really moving?
Yep. And we have our serial number on this side, a barcode, so we might not like show that one.
Okay.
Let's flip it over this way. And it shows like the connections and things and tells you a little bit on that side.
So if you're doing podcasts or I guess audio recording for your YouTube videos and things like that, this is kind of more...
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Speed.
Yeah, right now I'm using the SSL2 Plus, which we're both plugged into recording at the same time with our microphones here. So this might not be good for exactly what we have set up right now, but we're going to take a look at it and see what we can do.
And this is what you brought me in for, no expertise required.
Exactly, yes. I knew that I could open this up and take a look at it and just go to town, but... you really only get one shot at a complete fresh look at it like this. So I don't want you to be nervous or anything. Let's go ahead and open the box. I already cut the tape. So
Yay.
Yeah, don't have to worry about that.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so let's see. We have the manual that they talked about right there. Scoot up just a little bit.
Right.
There we go.
Quick start guide.
Yep. And then let's see. That would be the manual right there. Can we open that up?
Yeah.
You do that. I know we said we weren't going to do ASMR, but we've got all this styrofoam and plastic going on here. Flip through that manual real quick. I'm going to open this box.
Safety instructions. Read these instructions, keep these instructions. Heed all warnings.
So that's all the boring stuff.
Yep.
Let's see some pictures. And let's see. I've got the USB-C cable right here to regular USB as well. Hookup diagrams.
It shows you.
What does this mean to you? Because you don't. I see these things all the time. You don't see that as much. What does that tell you?
It's showing me what plugs into where.
Yeah.
So you have a
cell phone.
You have your speakers.
Yep.
Your microphone and your MIDI keyboard.
Keyboard or instrument or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It can all run off of
lays
there.
it out pretty nicely.
Yep. Let's see. The cable.
And then on the next page, it shows you where you put your earphones in, where you can plug in your computer.
A pretty big adapter. Let's see this thing.
So,
It's a big kind of wall wart, style plug with a kind of thin cable. So not sure what the voltage requirement is on this thing, or if it's anything weird. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the unit itself here. People can get an idea with the manual, and I'm sure that this is something that could be available. Might even link something to it in the description. Let's pull the box out.
oh, and it's got. Yeah, I'll take it out of the plastic first, but
Yeah. How heavy is it?
not heavy at all.
No.
No,
Okay. It's not too bad.
no, not too bad at all.
Let's see. Can we clear the plastic and the
Yeah.
stuff off the side there?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is nice. It's got little visual cues on here. I can see little headphones or earbuds.
Take a look at
Looks like an adjuster.
Is there a page in the manual that maybe has...
Yeah.
Yeah. Flip to that and kind of look at it. I'm going to work on getting it plugged up. Oh, we got a lot of stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We have front and rear panel descriptions. And is everything numbered?
Yeah.
So each point on the panel here.
So you're not used to really seeing these types of manuals, though, right?
Mm-mm. No.
Does it make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to plug this thing up, maybe see how it looks, and then maybe let you play around with some of the things. Is there a power button to it, or is it just like you plug it up?
Well, let's find out.
Where
There we
does it?
go.
Let's move it back
Yeah,
up. There we go.
it turned right on.
Yep.
So number 8 is the home button.
Okay, and so let's do this. We're going to take a quick break here real quick and switch over to this thing and see how much of a difference it makes. So again, we've been using this SL2. I set the microphone down. So here's me back on this microphone. Yeah, let's try that. So you've kind of got about 8 minutes of us talking like this, and then we're gonna switch over. So anyway, transition. Okay, we're back, and our setup has changed a little bit. I no longer am wearing headphones, so Steffi is hearing everything, and she's going to be doing a little bit more of this stuff. But yeah, we just plugged it up. We set it up very quickly. As soon as I plugged the USB-C into the computer was like, "Do you want to use the M-Caster Studio?" Yes, and here we go. So at first, we weren't sure we were getting audio. We had to turn the headphones up. We forgot about that. The audio does have to, or this has to be pretty high right now. I don't know how. Oh, the phantom power. Yeah, there's a little button on the back of this that we had to press there. I guess that would be if you had a headset, like a gamer headset with a microphone built into it. We could use this to run, say, the computer, straight into it, or like I've got the Stomp Mix, the aux out on it actually is an 1/8 inch, would be perfect for this. And then of course you could run a phone off of that, or maybe some Bluetooth.
Let's the keyboard and.
Yeah, let's try to mess around with some of that stuff. Let's see, make sure it's in here. So I guess just start plugging around on it. We got buttons, we got knobs. Maybe I don't know that this row is going to do anything because this is more your instruments and things. But try out some of the stuff in this.
Let's see what our knobs do. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we got a little voice modulation.
Yeah. You can hear it, I can't. How does it sound? Describe it to me.
It sounds a little like this.
Okay.
Yeah, so the higher you go, it goes a little like that.
So right now, of course, I hear you.
You're actually changing your voice.
Yes.
And I think you're changing your voice to try to sound like what it
Well,
sounds like.
because you asked me what it sounds like.
I got you.
So.
I got you. That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
When you turn it up, it's probably like the intensity or maybe the mix that's going up. Like when you turn it all the way up, what's it sound like? Is it changing my voice too?
Yes.
Because I'm talking normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Let's see, what about the other
Sounds a
knob?
little like Thomas, I think.
Okay, Thomas is our son.
Our
For
2-year-old.
reference.
Yeah. Okay. Turn it back down and try that other one.
Okay.
Let's see
see.
what that does.
Hello. Oh. That feels like it's cleaning it up a lot.
Okay, so it's not an
Yeah.
effect. It's actually just like improving the quality
Yes.
for sound.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So if I turn it down here, and that might be something where you don't have to turn the bottom up quite so much, because as you turn this up, it actually feels like it got louder and cleaner, and like I don't feel like I have to force my voice out as much.
Yeah, okay. So probably
it
some
sounds
kind of
nice,
compression
actually.
or something going on.
Yeah.
Do the knobs do anything if you press them in?
Oh.
It looks like they have some kind of action to them, but I can't tell exactly. It doesn't look like
Mm-mm.
it. That's okay.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Before we get up into that stuff and everything,
Sure.
I'm sure people are seeing these S1, S2, S3, S4. What are
Ooh,
those?
shiny buttons. I imagine that's your where you would record your samples, or you would have your mixes.
Yep,
put together?
and we just put things. We just plugged it up. We haven't done anything. What happens if you press it? How hard did you have to press it? Not too bad.
Not
right?
too bad.
Okay.
Yeah. It did a meow, 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 meow.
Okay, so preloaded sounds.
Yes.
On it.
Applause.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like we can see on that. Was that the 4th channel right there? It looks like that little audio thing. That's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the sample volume right there.
Oh, so you can turn it up a little bit.
Try that out. So
Oh, that was a Wilhelm scream.
okay.
Yeah.
And then so that was that pretty loud?
That was loud,
Did you
yeah.
Did you blow the people away?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see the audio.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah,
really
that-
loud.
So I think that control is like across the board for like all the samples right
Sure.
there. So it's not like volume for each of them. So you might want to kind of like figure out ahead of time what your sounds are. or things.
Sure.
So we have green buttons up here. Now there's no labeling. There's just like a hamburger, a house, and then nothing. So you might want to reference the manual
Yes.
for the descriptions so you can know, kind of what's
Here we
going on.
go. So
So we have what, 9, 10, 8,
Yep.
8 9, 10.
8,
So-
9, and 10. So, home button. Pressing this button takes you to the main mixer view.
Okay.
Menu button. That's number 9.
So
that's the...
So sometimes that is referred to as the hamburger.
Oh, I had not heard that one.
Yeah.
Pressing this button opens the settings menu. And then number 10 is the navigation knob. You rotate, push to see and adjust the EQ, FX samples. Select a downlit accent color. Connect via Bluetooth. Bluetooth. Update the firmware and more.
Okay. So let's go exploring.
Okay.
Let's hit that home button. See what happens. So we're already home. Okay,
Yep.
So home would take you here.
Yeah.
So settings is the other option.
Ah, so we have our contour.
Which that symbol looks the same
Yep.
as something else, right?
The adjuster,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's click on that. That was the thing. You said it made you sound better. It looks like you left it about halfway up,
Yeah.
right?
So
it was...
so you have different contour FX present. So you have
Presets.
broadcaster,
Uh-huh.
deepcaster.
And it looks like the little star is on the one that it's like currently selected.
Yeah,
Like you
so that must be
scrolling-
the default setting, or
Well, it just when you scroll, it doesn't scroll with it. You have to select it somehow.
brightcaster. Trying to see, does that?
So how do we select it?
Oh, probably
There you
deepcaster. Oh, so that gives you kind of a nice smooth tone, little NPR going on there.
Cool. It's just like natural. And it's doing the same thing to my voice too, right?
Yeah,
Kind of.
I think so.
Somewhat. A little bit.
Yeah, you have to get closer to really get
Yeah.
the full effect of it.
Okay.
See, brightcaster is, yeah, it's just a
Let's-
brighter tone.
Let's turn it up. I'm going to
Yeah.
call that 3 o'clock. We'll put
Okay.
it. Not all the way up, but pretty high.
Auto leveler. Oops,
Go back.
I skipped to hard compress. Auto leveler.
So,
Okay.
So that might be one, because I know we talked about, kind of voice inflections going
Right,
up and down.
right.
This might be something that could help with it.
Sure.
Something like that.
So there's not so much jumping of the.
Yeah, and I think that these cannot be stacked. Like, you can't use, like,
That's what it
several
looks
of them.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got, like, a choice.
Hard
So,
compress. Okay.
Yep.
There we go. Didn't notice a huge jump in difference to that.
compression can be weird, so try talking quieter before. Yeah, stay on that one for a
Okay.
second. Talk quieter. Do you notice that the quiet is louder?
That the quiet is louder. Yeah, I guess so. So if I'm talking quieter here, actually that one sounds louder. The auto leveler. If I'm going down a little bit more.
Interesting.
And then let me go back to the hard compress. So if I'm talking like this, it actually stays pretty even.
Okay. I mean, for as quiet as you're talking, it looks like you're still getting decent level.
Yeah.
Somewhat. So,
Let's see.
yeah, keep going.
Bright. Yeah, that sounds very.
Does it sound like hissy at all?
Yeah, it's a little and kind of
If I dial
almost tin
this-
canny.
if I dial this back, there's a little bit of, I gotta say, there's a little bit of wiggle to the knobs. It
Yeah,
feels like,
I noticed
that feels a little funny. I don't know that I would feel great about dropping this thing off of a table on accident.
Yeah.
Not that doesn't happen.
Keep it away from the 2-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Let's see.
how many other options are
Crisp.
there?
So we have crisp. Huh, that's interesting. AM radio.
Let me turn this back up to.
Welcome to Radio Wampler.
Sure. Keep going.
See? Vintage vinyl. Oh.
They sound. So yeah, again, you can hear it.
I know,
and
I know.
They can hear it, but I can't.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe that?
Oh, how would I describe this? It's very like oh gosh, how would I describe this? It's a little, I don't want to say fuzzy, but
Yeah, I mean, scratchy. Almost.
yeah,
Kinda like
yeah.
In a minute, kind of like scratchy. When I turn this up, does it get more scratchy?
No, less actually. And then yeah.
Weird.
Oh, it's, you know what? It does have that kind of like old podcaster feel to it, or like
Yeah.
old radio.
Interesting. Let's anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What else do we have?
De-esser. Okay.
So say,
Interesting.
Things with a lot of S's. So
Yeah.
it's-
So if I'm saying my name's Steffi, yes.
Does it feel like it kind of helps cut some of that out?
A little bit. Maybe I need to do an adjustment here. If I do...
You might not need it on all the time, but if you feel like you have a passage where you're having a problem with that, maybe it could be something that you could kind of...
Or, when you have mouth sounds.
It keeps kicking you back to that menu there, but I noticed noticed that you only adjusted that. I wonder if that is something that kicks you back.
Maybe.
And was that the last one?
That was the last one.
Okay.
That's the last one that's preset, yeah.
What was your favorite?
Oh,
Probably that first one.
Yeah, I mean, I like the broadcaster's nice. Oh, actually, the deepcaster's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Gives you that nice tone.
Yeah, and that would be interesting. It's like, because, I mean, you're already kind of a little bit deeper.
I am, yeah,
I
know.
So I don't know if it emphasizes that or if it's more for if you have a bright voice to even it out.
Could be,
yeah. It probably works either way, and, however you like it.
The auto leveler was kind of, or was it the hard compress? The hard compress was pretty nice, too.
Yeah.
I feel like that takes a lot of the mouth sounds out that I usually get annoyed by when I'm listening to myself.
Yeah,
so
I got you. Let's do this. Let's get out of this menu. I don't know if you just hit the settings again or how we get back to
that's
it.
Interesting. How you go back?
Yeah.
Go back.
You can hit home.
Yeah.
And then do that. What does the settings button do? Where does it take you?
Settings?
Okay.
That's
So
another.
I guess either way. Okay, and then effects right here.
Yep.
So that was Munchkin.
Yep.
So that's what you did have.
Oh, is that what it's on right now? Oh, that was the effect. Oh, I see.
Right there.
Yeah, so that's the Munchkin.
So we already know that one. So set it somewhere.
Yeah, I'll set it in the middle there.
And then just kind of check some out.
Flanger.
Kind of like a washy back and forth
yes.
type of sound.
Yes. Laser show. Huh.
Interesting.
Oh, it's like putting the sounds in the background.
Huh.
So you're hearing like lasers flying by.
Okay.
Bath. Whoa. Yes. Very echoey.
So that was actually control.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And
what
it
was
is.
that? Oh, that's the cat.
Yeah.
That was really loud.
Okay. And that is just like the one control. It's just a mix control. There's not like any deep divey stuff, which is probably nice, for being something that's plug, play, ready to go.
That one is very sensitive. You have to. You don't have to turn that one up very high.
Yeah, I mean it's probably meant to be pretty extreme.
Live room. Live room. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. So that one has a little bit of the reverb on it too.
But probably more subtle.
Yes,
and
a lot more subtle.
If you turn it up.
If I turn it all the way up, you just it gets more.
So you'd have one if you want less, and the other one if you want more.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then plate verb.
Mm-hmm. That's just a type of reverb.
Yeah. And then so it looks
character.
like spatial F. That's an echo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Does it feel like it has kind of like a stereo spread to it or anything?
Stereos?
Like left and right, sort of.
Kind of more of a general echo.
Okay.
Sorry, it's hard for me to talk. So it's very intense. It's very extreme.
Okay.
Like so, it's almost like being in a stadium where it's like coming back at you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
yeah.
okay.
So that one's pretty crazy.
How many more are there?
Let's see. We have space echo. Ground control to Major Tom. Yeah, there you go. Ping pong. See, that's more going stereo, I think.
And turn the effect up.
Up, 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 up.
Does it get more like left and right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting. Woo. Yeah, that's
probably hard to have a conversation with that.
It is really hard to have a conversation with the echo ones.
But maybe,
Yeah.
because, one of the things you're looking to try to do is maybe like talking, like reading stories to kids. And
Yes.
things. So maybe you can like emphasize a word or something.
Right.
With something like that.
Yeah. Nitrous. Let's see what nitrous. A lot of these are like echo things.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Is that what that is? Is kind of like an echoey?
Yes.
I guess I figured that would be more like helium or something.
I know. No.
Okay. And then delay verb is going to be kind of like a combo,
Okay, let's see. Yeah. It's kind of more of a classic echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so weird. Repeater. Oh, so that's more of the canyon echo.
Yeah. Or so I'm saying that.
Yeah.
We're gonna be over here. Turn it back down.
Okay.
How many are left?
Let's see. Clap back. Clap back. That's a less intense echo.
Can you hear my stomach growl?
It did. It did take up your stomach.
Sound wave. Oh, this is like Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Yeah.
Cool.
It's
so if you go up, like this,
so I've heard this one. Yeah, it's very robotic, and you can't understand anything. Yeah.
Yep. Shockwave. Oh, okay. Huh. I'm not sure how to describe that one. These all sound very sci-fi, though.
Yeah.
Like very.
Yeah, turn it about midway so you can describe it so we can understand.
The shockwave one. I mean, it's very bright sounding.
Okay.
And
so there's quite a few of them.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
Oh my gosh, there's Optimus, BioShock, Diablo.
Let's just hit them all real quick.
Okay, we'll just go through.
Yeah.
Optimus. Okay. BioShock. Wow, that was a huge difference between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one kind of sounds like it's inside something. Like.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diablo. Oh, that's the one that sounds like your, like the voice modulator for a phone. It's like, give me $1 million and all,
I think there's another one on there, too.
There's Mega Deep. That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like...
Grandma. That kind of sounds chipmunky. I wonder
if you turn it down. Yeah.
But if it's all the way up.
all the way up. It sounds chipmunky.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Of course, there is the Munchkin, which is back where we started.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the grandma and the munchkin ones sound similar.
Okay. Go ahead and poke around a little bit more.
right.
Other setting, menu stuff. There you go.
Okay. Oh, you can use that as the back button.
Yeah, that works. I mean, so basically you have home, which is the meters and everything, and then the mix, and then you have the settings, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So Bluetooth, what does that look like? We're not going to connect our
Bluetooth,
phones right now, but let's just see what it looks
says
like.
no device. So enter pairing mode. So if we want to.
On or off.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
And that could be handy, and that would be probably controlled by just these two buttons right here. So this would be like off of the 1/8" jack, and you would hit that to switch it to Bluetooth mode.
Yep.
So that's cool. And that's nice.
And it gives you option. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a little that's interesting too. So like even there, that changes.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Let's just kind of poke around a little bit more.
Oh, there's.
Sampler. So what?
So we can record.
So what does that look like if we record?
Oh.
Press a sample button to start
recording.
Huh. Applause.
Yeah.
Let's not mess with that at the moment, but
yeah,
that looks pretty straightforward. I wonder if that would go like off of our voice or something. Actually, well, try it.
Do you want to? do you want to try it?
Yeah. Which one could we do without? Which one was the?
Oh, there was that really loud trombone one.
Yep, so maybe just say like hello.
Oop. It does go off of it very quickly if you're not actively using something.
Oh, so that's maybe why, because you like weren't touching it. Okay, anyway.
So you, hello, how are you?
Okay. Do we have to like go back now?
I guess.
Hit the home button, maybe. Hello. Did that do it?
How are you? Yeah, it did. Yeah, so it does record our voice.
Okay. Maybe just do like a quick hello, like, or actually, let me try it. So I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna go to samples, record. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
Okay, very cool. What else was in the sampler there?
We have a sign.
Clear.
Oh, okay.
Sample button to assign a sample. What happened? Let's just keep messing with 4.
Yeah. And so clear. So if you want to get rid of a sample.
Yeah, let's try assign one more time to see what happens if we press that.
So there's the built-in ones.
Oh.
So there's like a buzzer.
Okay. So there's 13
Yeah.
files on here. It says 1 through 13.
Yep.
You lose. So let's maybe... What's one that we can replace it with? So there's the Wilhelm screen. We don't want that.
That one's on sample 3.
Right. Success? I don't know.
Let's see what that does. We can see. Oh, it's just a sound.
Okay. What's the other options in there? Clear. We don't need that. What about mode?
Let's see. One
Sample
shot.
mode. Oh, interesting. One shot. Okay. One
Loop
shot.
or retrigger. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you if it was like, because I was hitting it like if it was retrigger. So now, like if we go to that, back out. Is it like triggering it from the beginning each time?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Well, that was not doing so. You have to be kind of. You can't just like.
Okay,
you have
so it's not like super sensitive.
No.
Okay, it's not something. Yeah, okay. But you could like.
Yes.
Okay,
there you go.
I gotcha. And then modes, retrigger. So if we hit that and we said loop, then I bet I know what it's going to do.
It just keeps going on its own. Yeah.
What happened, and how do we get it to stop?
You push the button.
Just hit it again.
Yeah, you just hit it again.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, did we not have the...
Well, the thing got moved at some point.
Lighting. Okay. You can change the colors of your samples, your sample buttons. So you can have magenta, purple, blue. Huh. I don't know what that did. Oh, it's the lighting around your... I see. I see. Oh, here's where you can...
Yeah.
You can change your colors. So, I guess one, if we wanted it to be yellow, cyan, magenta. There we go. I want that to be magenta. There we go. Very nice. Okay, fun.
Okay, and let's see, last thing. So the lighting was on the bottom,
Uh-huh.
and then utility,
Yep.
output, gain. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
What does that do? Output, gain.
Oh, so
that's
you
kinda
can
cool.
do this here as opposed to up in.
And so the headphone gain,
Yeah.
headphone output. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
USB output. Huh.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Let me plug around just a little bit more.
Sure.
What does that say? Storage mode?
Mm-hmm.
External access off. Enable for PC file system access. So that might be like a good way to exchange the samples, instead of like we're trying to record
Sure.
the audio in. We won't do that right now. Firmware update. Probably, easy to do that with it connected like we have it. And then factory
Reset.
I'm not going to mess with that right now, but
No.
anyway,
Yeah.
we have had a good long look at this right here. I think we have a pretty good idea of it. What's your first impression?
It's fun. It's easy to use.
Okay, you see it
Like
being
if it seems pretty straightforward.
you see it being something that could be easy to set up and use, and not waste time, getting going, and that, because right now, don't have, tons of time to get things like this.
Right.
So setup is very important.
Yes.
Being able to just like get going with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and it seems like it's pretty straightforward.
And even if you were to do some kind of like talking with somebody else, this could be like your personal setup, or like if you were doing a podcast thing, you could have your own set of samples set up right here. Drop your things in, or like we talked about, running the stuff with the kids, or anything too. Like, I think I saw this come up for sale on the what was it, Musician's Friend deal of the day, or stupid deal of the day last week, and I thought, man, that thing looks perfect. Like, I'd looked around for things like this, and it's cool, and it was at the price point that it was at, people were raving about it, and I'm not going to repeat what we got this for because the sale's not going on anymore, but I think that we got this thing at a steal. So let us know what you think about it. If this thing seems interesting to you, if you have any other questions, I'll probably make some other videos with it and might even start using this for some of our stuff going forward. But let's go ahead and wrap it up for today. Thank you, Steffi, for taking a look at this with us, and she might be popping up in some stuff at another point here. So thank you again, and we will talk to you guys later. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks
Bye.
again. Bye.